We were fine,
I loved her.
loving safely behind closed doors,
I was sure of it.
away from prying eyes and mouths turned flat lines.
Loved her smile, her passion, her every action was magic.
We were fine.
If there was a word for the vastness of the universe, with all its stars and planets,
I was always terrified, yet she never shied away from the spotlight.
it wouldn't come close to describing what I felt for this woman.
I'd watch her from afar sometimes.
So instead, I merely say I loved her,
My shooting star.
when truthfully it was so much more than that.
Brave, bold, behold all that she is.
I loved her.
Unapologetic and unafraid.
Enough to disobey my parents, enough to be shunned by my culture and religion.
My heart called her truth, and we were fine.
But it didn't matter because she became my temple.
She loved the stage, and that was fine.
My every prayer and thought rested in her hands and the dip in her lips.
Because she'd always meet me behind the curtain.
My heart called her freedom, and I thought freedom meant sacrifice.
And I'd always believed she was worth it.
So I loved openly, hoping one day the world would deem us worthy to be seen.
Till one day she pulled me out.
I loved her,
Lights, camera, action.
which is why it hurt all the more.
And I'm laughing so I don't cry because though I love her, this wasn't hers, it was mine.
That I couldn't shout it from the rooftops.
Spotlight, searchlight, secrets spread.
Right from shore to shore, that the galaxies gracing the skies were nothing compared to her. Loving her was beautiful and lonely,
Suddenly I'm not her girlfriend, just a queer casualty in her crusade.
which I'm sure sounds bizarre.
I'm watching her teary-eyed, and it's like
we were two halves of the same soul, but people only saw one part.
I'm seeing for the first time.
I was convinced I could take it. Convinced I was patient, but
That nothing was really fine.
I was wrong, 'cause
I'm asking her why.
seeing all the other couples made me jealous of what we could be.
Was it something I did? To make her hate me? To make me deserve it?
And I knew she wasn't ready, but I kept thinking about how life is short, and what's the point of living if it's not with her?
Weren't we worth it? But she didn't meet my eye, and she's becoming a stranger.
So for once, I was selfish.
All our memories flashing in my mind, and I'm trying to find red flags, warning signs.
And I'm not gonna lie and say that I did it because I loved her.
I just need her to reply, rectify, redeem herself, because without her light to guide me,
When I did it, the taste was more like closure, and I was foolish to believe that a flower was forced to bloom in winter.
who am I really?
Will I ever see spring?
But a shell of a person who still dreams of sunshine beyond the wood paneling.
I was greedy, and I see that now.
Maybe I need a small rebellion to make me feel honest.
But it's too late as she looked at me afraid.
Maybe I was too comfortable in my closet.
I realized that I was the one who struck the innocence from her gaze.
But I'm furious because this wasn't her place.
And this unspeakable wrongness is taking its place,
And I'm learning betrayal tastes
filling the growing space between us.
bitter and hot like tears.
I have become the villain in her story. I'm sorry, but we both know I can't take it back.
They're all watching us, and I ask myself,
The damage was done, and I'm asking myself, how could you be so stupid?
was she worth it?
Was it worth it? Outed.